Welcome back to Reflections with Emrys. Let's take a moment to see what each symbol has to offer today. Today's symbols are the ram, the rune, Jera, and the Om, Lish, also known as the Rowan. The ram is a symbol of brave momentum, self-trust, and choosing a direction. At its core, the ram carries forward force, the kind that clears hesitation and turns intention into action. It symbolizes courage that does not wait to feel perfect before it moves. It also holds the energy of leadership, not as dominance, but as the willingness to go first. The ram reminds you that confidence is often built by doing, not by overthinking. And it teaches that healthy boldness can be both protective and purposeful. In life, the ram may show up when you are standing at the edge of a decision and the delay is starting to cost you. It can appear when you are being asked to advocate for yourself, especially in spaces where you usually shrink. You might notice it when you feel a surge of motivation and you are not sure whether to trust it. It can also surface when you are learning to set clean boundaries that do not require a long explanation. And it often arrives when the next step is simple, but your mind keeps making it complicated. Its reflection is this: let your next move be honest and direct. Let courage be measured, not rushed, so you act from clarity rather than from pressure. Ask yourself what you would choose if you trusted your own strength. Then take one real step that proves you mean it. Jera is a rune of cycles, right timing, and the harvest that comes from steady effort. At its core, Jera speaks to the turning of seasons and the way life ripens in its own time. It symbolizes reward, but not luck, the reward that comes from showing up repeatedly. Jera reminds you that growth is often quiet while it is happening, and obvious only when you look back. It also carries the lesson of patience, not as waiting helplessly, but as cooperating with timing. And it teaches that what you tend with care will eventually return to you in form. In life, Jera may show up when you are tempted to force an outcome, even though the conditions are not ready. It can appear when you are doubting your progress because you cannot see immediate results. You might be in a season of building, where consistency matters more than intensity. It can also highlight that an old effort is about to pay off, or that a pattern is repeating so you can learn it more gently this time. And it often arrives as reassurance that small steps are not small, they are cumulative. Its reflection is this: trust the rhythm you are in, even if it feels slow. Consider what you are planting daily, through your habits, your words, and your attention. Notice what is already beginning to mature, even in subtle ways. Let patience be an active choice that protects what you are growing. Lish, the Rowan, is a symbol of protection, inner integrity, and clear sight through emotional weather. At its core, Rowan carries the energy of safeguarding what is precious, not through fear, but through alignment. It symbolizes spiritual boundaries, the kind that keep you connected to yourself when outside voices get loud. Rowan is often linked with resilience, a steady strength that does not need to harden to endure. It also holds discernment, helping you recognize what is supportive and what is draining. And it reminds you that protection begins with honoring your own truth. In life, Rowan may show up when you are sensitive to a place, a person, or a pattern that keeps pulling you off center. It can appear when you are strengthening boundaries, especially around your time, energy, and emotional labor. You might feel called to cleanse your space, your routines, or the stories you repeat about what you can handle. It can also arrive when you need to trust your instincts, even if you cannot logically prove what you sense. And it often comes as a reminder that you do not have to stay open to everything in order to stay kind. Its reflection is this: let your yes be sacred and your no be clean. Return to what steadies you before you try to solve what is swirling. Ask what protects your peace without shrinking your life. Then choose one boundary that feels like devotion to your own well-being. When we look at these three symbols together, a clear theme begins to form. The ram brings decisive courage. Jera brings steady timing and earned reward. Lish brings protection and inner alignment. Together, they suggest that you are ready to move forward, but not in chaos, in a grounded way that respects timing and safeguards your energy. The ram says to choose, commit, and stop negotiating with your own readiness. Jera says to keep tending what matters, because the payoff is built into the rhythm. Rowan says to protect the process, so your growth is not constantly interrupted by doubt, distraction, or draining dynamics. This is the kind of progress that lasts, because it is brave, patient, and well-defended. The ram encourages you to act with clean conviction. Jera invites you to trust the season you are in. Lish reminds you to guard what you are growing. The mood here is steady, resolute, and quietly empowering. It feels like a turning point where you stop waiting for permission and start honoring your own pace. This combination teaches that boldness works best when it is paired with consistency, not urgency. It also suggests that you are allowed to protect your energy while you build, because not everyone needs access to your unfolding. And it offers a simple lesson that courage starts the journey, patience sustains it, and boundaries keep it true. Today's reflection is this: take the brave step, keep tending it, and protect the space where it grows. Thank you for joining me. I'll meet you in the next reflection.